Our scouts have returned from Fort Merceus. There's less movement than we anticipated. That likely means the former Duke Aegir wants us to attack the fortress to make up for his disadvantage in troop strength.
The numbers don't lie. One needs 3 times the forces of their enemy to claim a castle in a siege. Although, that's if you attempt to take it head on.
So, do we have a plan or what? I mean, Fort Merceus is basically impenetrable. Actually, this one time we came home well after curfew and had to try and sneak back in. Turns out there was no way in. The guards mistook us for bandits, and Father shouted at us until he lost his voice. Good times.
The good news is that we have learned of a passage into the fort which has been kept secret since its construction. The bad news is that Aegir likely also learned of the passage when he was Prime Minister. Unless his reason has completely taken flight, the man will take some sort of measures to defend it.
The fortress is huge in size. We should organize small teams and be attacking from many points. If we achieve success, we can open the gates from the inside and be giving the enemy a surprise.
It only serves other regions if the Empire starts shedding Empire blood. We should find a resolution that minimizes casualties on both sides.
Is this the part where I chime in? Because, if you want to coax someone out of hiding, breaking down the door is the wrong way to go about it. That'll only push them further into their shells, so I think we should try talking to them instead.
Is it just me, or is our corner of the world an uncontrolled mess?
Why don't we just put all of your plans into action? We've got the numbers to do it. We can sneak soldiers in, use the secret passage, talk it out, and apply brute force all at the same time. As long as one of those approaches works, we'll win.
That's actually not a bad plan, and it didn't even come from me. Amazing! I mean, the brute force part is a little risky, but I dare say you're learning.
An intriguing idea.
But what about the hostages? If we force our way in, they're likely to be killed.
I will not permit that to happen. And while my father may be a fallen noble, he is still a noble, and not the sort of man to start butchering innocent people when the tides turn.
I pray you are right, Ferdinand. Though I believe you never know what a person is capable of until they act. We will proceed with this plan at once, adapting as the situations dictate. We cannot fail. Not here. Not now. If everyone is prepared, it's time to make our move. Our troops attacking the gates have been instructed not to force their way in. Before long, the enemy will notice as much and realize we're already inside.
We need to locate and strike down the rebel leader. That should put an end to the insurrection. Along the way, you may encounter suspicious agents. They are the true masterminds behind the rebellion, and must all be eradicated.
Got it. Now let's get going before those bloodthirsty monsters hurt any of the hostages.
I haven't been this angry in a long time. When is that man going to stop being a thorn in Her Majesty's side?
Ah, how splendid. But do try not to become so flush with rage that you make a foolish error.
Perhaps if you grew flush with rage every now and again, you wouldn't have the complexion of a coffin dweller.
Quiet, both of you.
You don't have to do this, Ferdinand. You can always stay back if you have doubts.
No. Fate put me on this path, and now I must walk it.
Enemy soldiers have breached our fortifications! To arms! Defend the glory of the Empire!
They've seen through our ruse already. Prepare to take the fortress.
Our detachment is safely inside. We should wait to see how the enemy responds before we deploy them.
Start by seizing the inner wall.
These mercenaries are no better than common bandits. How could my father make a deal with such a pack of rogues?
Looks like this ain't your lucky day.
I should have expected an ambush. We used to play hide and seek here all the time.
This is going well. Almost too well. Is Aegir truly so short-handed?
It appears we have taken control of the fortress walls. Now we can move our catapults into position and attack.
That barrier was formed with dark magic. We must eliminate the caster in order to pass.
They only delay the inevitable.
We have the enemy where we want them! Unleash the arrows!
Those ballistae require stopping. Unleash the catapults. Break our enemy's spirit. One ballista seized.
This shady magic business just doesn't do much for me.
I'm all right.
Take a breather.
Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
I care not if it's magic walls or what have you. If you get in the way of Her Majesty, you will pay.
Pathetic fools. And to think I was entertaining the idea of letting you scamper away.
What was that attack?
I give you the piston. I hope you like being roasted alive, because that's exactly what's about to happen to you.
We're forced to try and force our way through this. The time has come to call upon our detachment.
Swapping in! A weapon of that scale is certain to be controlled by some kind of device.
On your command, we can use the agents we scatter amongst the rebels to throw the enemy into disarray.
was a mistake to join this rebellion. Our allegiance lies with Emperor Edelgard.
What's going on? Who's switching sides?
The enemy's here! Kill them all! Get in there and hammer them while they're pinned down by that magic weapon!
Are you kidding me? Reinforcements? This day just keeps getting better.
All enemies will be falling! In the name of Brigid!
Construct is still operational. Must be a second device. Keep looking.
Who gave these wretches leave to scurry in? Exterminate them!
All enemies will be falling! Farewell!
We've smashed their little toy. Let's see what their next move will be.
But Thomas gave me that!
I am so mad at you right now!
Enemy down. I am preparing for more.
Jingle to hell, Petra!
All enemies will be falling! Away! Farewell!
I think that's the end of the reinforcements.
Take a breather.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
They got him? I do not appreciate that.
That's it! I'm going to rip you apart myself!
Somebody please step up and do something about those other vermin there.
The enemy's targeting our detachment. We must strike down Kronya and reach them.
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
This may be the greatest deed anyone has yet accomplished in this war.
I should write a victory ballad to celebrate. Hey! Why can you wield that power, huh? Who even are you?
Any final words?
Why don't you tell me? You seem to know more than enough about it already.
You aggravating little worm! No! This is wrong! I can't die!
I never expected much from those ship-deep vermin. And here I am, with the cold embrace of the grave hovering at my shoulder.
Here it comes! You're done!
I thought our victory was assured!
Leave this one to me.
Begin. I am advancing.
How could everything have gone so wrong?
My turn!
There is naught left but to resist with all our might. Help me push them back!
The writing is on the wall, but those fools would sooner perish than admit it.
This is war!
Please.
Now die!
I don't know how we made it, but we did.
On the fire orbs! We'll rain death down upon them from above!
Fire orbs? Those must be new. A little gauche, if you ask me.
They look real dangerous, though. Also, what's a gauche?
It's time. Conjure a magic shield to safeguard our comrades.
Pay attention now.
Your Majesty, forgive my lateness. The outer defenses only just fell.
On the contrary, your timing is perfect.
Is that Voldemar? Curse that man! Why must he always show up at the worst possible moment and ruin everything? Viscount Fenya, Viscount Menya, forgive me.
I'm coming for you, Father.
The enemy no place to hide. Seize every key position in the fortress.
The enemy is getting too close to Duke Aegir. We must hurry to his side.
Oh, but you are far too late now. Now perhaps we can stamp out those who slither in the dark as
My name is Ludwig von Aegir. I see the Empire in the throes of a terrible sickness, and I intend to cure it or die in the attempt. So, my son, you come to claim your poor father's head at last.
I come to do my duty. No more, no less.
Will you not heed me, your majesty? This ideology of yours leaves countless good people by the wayside.
Yet countless more were already suffering prior. All I did was make a choice.
Such is the cost of war.
My own luck.
A feat of much impressiveness.
I must not fall. The Empire needs me. I do not falter.
That is enough. There is no escape for you.
Go on then. I'll leave for you the final blow.
You leave me nothing. This was ever my burden to bear. Father! No, you are just a traitor now. In light of your crimes against the Empire, the punishment is death!
Send a runner to House Menya and have them deliver the letter I drafted. Also, take the soldiers under your command and begin investigating any magic constructs abandoned by the enemy.
At once, Lord Hubert.
It must be awful to end your own parents' life.
Come on, Ferdinand. Let's get going.
No. You may continue without me. I would like to stay here a moment. Just a moment longer.
Hubert, we have a messenger from the Alliance, and I need to know where our Western campaign stands. Ferdinand, may I have a word? I thought I'd let you decide how to punish your father's followers now that they've surrendered. Furthermore, this incident has led to the end of Fenya and several other noble houses. We need to settle the matter of the next Duke of Aegir, and we need to do so quickly. So if you don't mind...
Is this your attempt at solace, Edelgard?
What?
I will punish the troops, and I will find a way to administer my father's lands. You can trust in me, Your Majesty. And thank you for considering my feelings in the matter.
I never expected we'd have our hands this full after returning from Fargus. Still, we've managed to quell the turmoil and maneuver our way back to Enbar.
Due to the valiant efforts of Count Berglis and his Aryan Road garrison, the kingdom's counter-offensive has hardly put a dent in the western lines. I wager the reinforcements reached them in time.
It's a good thing we do not have to maintain a large military presence in Leicester. But of course, that was Her Majesty's plan all along.
We'd be up to our shoulders in trouble if we hadn't settled hostilities with the Alliance.
Do you think people in the Empire will be all right? I'm worried about the opera company, of course, but I'd also be devastated if anything happened to my friends in the capital.
The end result of all this was the complete expurgation of the Empire's remaining dissidents. In a way, we should be thanking them for handing us this opportunity on a gilded platter.
Adrestia deserves some stability for a change, so I think it's good that Her Majesty has total power now. With the opposing nobles wiped out, it's a breath of fresh air after the way things were under the old Emperor.
Lynn, think about who's here.
It is all right, Dorothea. I have moved on.
It's funny, though. I was sure my father would take part in the rebellion, but he just didn't. I mean, I feel like all he ever did was complain about Her Majesty, you know? I guess he was so scared of the church that he decided to stay holed up in Garreg Mach.
What is our next action, Lady Edelgard? If we are returning to the Western Front, I will have preparedness.
Fighting your own people sure takes the thrill out of battle. So let's go wall up the kingdom instead and put an end to all this. Who's with me?
All that remains is for Adrestia to claim victory.
And along those lines, I wish to present an idea. One last stratagem to ensure that we prevail.
We were successful in striking down Cronia at Fort Merceus. However, Lord Arundel, which is to say Talus, remains at large, and any schemes Solon may be plotting are so much conjecture in the wind. Still, his efforts in Rim territory effectively empowered the late Duke Aegir to stage a coup. Whatever the case, he must have a very good reason for seeking to prevent the kingdom's fall.
But why would they help the people who are harboring the Archbishop? It makes no sense. Unless their aim is simply to prevent the war from ending by any means possible.
We know the kingdom's court mage, Cornelia, is connected to those who slither in the dark. They may have planted other associates in Fargus as well. If they already have the king's court dancing on strings, it stands to reason they would focus their attention on obstructing the Empire.
I agree the theory hangs together, but does that mean we should expect more interference?
We should, Your Majesty. Though I would at least like to think they no longer have anyone left who can act brazenly in the open.
And need we worry about our mercenary friend?
I was under the assumption that they had your implicit trust.
Absolutely, but not enough to purge all of the doubt from my heart. I once trusted my uncle, as well as the late Duke Aegir, and he wasn't even replaced with a doppelganger. People who come in contact with those who slither in the dark are not the same afterward. How am I to trust anyone in a world where such a thing can happen?
I do not disagree, Your Majesty.
Yes, well, we must remain vigilant until the war is over for good and all. Although I wonder if we can rest easy even then.
We still don't really know much about Solon, Cronia, and Talus. I was thinking this would be a chance to learn about my power, or who you actually are. But oh well.
Oh well. Is that all you have to say for yourself?
I mean, I'm still curious, but my attention right now is on the battles ahead. And hey, it's not like knowing the truth would change much for you anyway. Even if I am related to those slithering people somehow, it's not like I'd want to split up with you.
That's music to my ears. It's incredible to see just how fast you've matured. Makes me proud to call you my partner in destiny. Is this what being a parrot feels like?
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, this war will be over soon, so let's do what we've got to do to see it through together. I'll be counting on you, Arvel.